What's up, vapors? Thanks for checking out Daily Vape TV. My name is Nick, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Dead Rabbit Challenge Caps. Alright guys, so today we've got the challenge caps to take a look at for the Dead Rabbit RDA by Hellvape. This is going to be more or less a comparing and contrasting video rather than a review. However, I do have to give a big shout out and thank you to thecloudyvapor.com for sending these my way for the purpose of making this video. It's going to run you about $21 online. If you want to grab one for yourself, then I'll leave a link right down there in the description below. But real quick, let's just go ahead and dive down to the close-up view and take a better look at these things. Alright guys, so here we have the challenge caps in their original boxes, so let's quickly take a look around. We have the butcher cap on this side, the priest cap on this side, both looking very similar to the original Dead Rabbit box, as you can see here. And that's no surprise to me. Of course, you want to keep with the same theming and all that, but a little bit of spot gloss on both of these boxes here, as you can see there. We have the butcher cap and the priest cap with their respective logos. On the bottom here, we have the butcher challenge cap, priest challenge cap, their colors, and the UPC right there. Project by Heathen on this side, Hellvape logo on this side, and some social media information right there. On the back, some basic specs and features. We have the scratch-off authentication, and that's about it there. So first we're going to take a look at the butcher cap here, and let's just go ahead and pop off the lid. First thing you're going to notice is this little card with a little limerick on it, which I'll read to you guys when we get up to the main screen there. You also have on the back, for more information, check out Heathen's page, of course. Then we have the cap itself, so let's take a look at that. There we go, the little butcher logo on there, which is really cool and nice, and I really like it. We have the airflow on the side, which is, of course, dualed, so you can see all the way through there. And that is just set airflow. You cannot adjust this whatsoever. And just remember, this is for cloud, so it's really meant to be used wide open anyways. We have the Dead Rabbit logo on this side here. Then we have a little bit of knurling at the top, just like the original. And we also have this knurled drip tip, which is actually really, really nice. If I used metal drip tips, then I would definitely use this one because this tip is gorgeous. Very comfortable feeling, but then again, I am not a big metal tip fan. So I'm going to replace it with the included acrylic drip tip. Yeah, it comes with one of these Dead Rabbit acrylic drip tips, as you can see here. Same thing that you get in the box with the Dead Rabbit itself. And it's nice that they throw that on there because I am now a happy camper. I can actually use these things straight out of the box and I don't have to go and grab one of my other 810 tips. So there you go. Next up, we have the Priest Challenge cap. So let's take off the lid here real quick. And once again, we have the little limerick here, and feel free to pause it if you guys want, so you can read it. And then on the back, again, check out Heathen's page for more information. Let's take a look at the cap itself. Pretty much the same story with this one here. Obviously, this is the copper priest logo on this side here, which is kind of nice. We have the little air holes on the side. There are 8 air holes, little small individual ones, kind of similar to how the Bonza is, but with a little bit less airflow. These might be a tiny bit bigger holes, but that's neither here nor there. We have the Dead Rabbit logo on this side, and of course the lovely knurling. Again, very nice fitting tip, very gorgeous tip, and if I used metal tips, I would use this one. However, I'm not a big fan, so we're going to stick with this acrylic drip tip that it comes with. Again, one of the standard Dead Rabbit ones that you've seen time and time again. So I'll be choosing this tip when it comes time to use this top cap here. So with that, let's go ahead and get these both together here real quick. That's about it for the close-up section. Let's go back to the main screen, have a quick vape on these, and we'll talk about them some more. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that little close-up view. Now I'm going to give you my thoughts on each individual cap, and we're going to start off with the standard original Dead Rabbit top cap, just to give a basis of comparison. So I'm going to be using the same set of coils for all 3 caps. I've got a 0.16 build in there right now at 85 watts, coming out to 3.77 volts. So with that, let's just go ahead and have our first drag here with the original cap wide open. So I can tell you just off that pull there, I got a little bit of juice in my mouth. I'm getting a tiny bit of spit back, and I feel like the flavor is very, very intense and kind of in your face, which is a really good thing for me. As far as the airflow itself, it's kind of coming in at that angle, which makes it feel a little bit more restricted and a tiny bit turbulent. I feel like there's kind of a vortex towards the bottom of the juice well here, just kind of swirling around that airflow. And it's more or less for flavor than clouds. Obviously, you know, you wouldn't want to purge through this thing and blow vapor straight into your face, but that's why we have the challenge caps, and that's why we're taking a look at them today. So next up we have the butcher cap. This is the one with these straight wide open Cyclops eye style holes on either side. And I said I would read these little limerick cards. So it says, "Is this it, priest? The Pope's new army? A few crusty bitches and a handful of ragtags. Bill the Butcher, hashtag Team Butcher." So that's what that little card reads. And I really don't understand the context, but I really haven't read into this all that much. So please don't crucify me for that. But let's go ahead and have a pull off of this one. So the first thing I could tell you about this one is the airflow is obviously very directed at your coils. It feels like it's going right underneath my coils and straight up through the mouthpiece, which is just great. This is going to be best for cloud chasing, in my opinion. I feel like everyone that wants a massive, huge, deep lung kind of draw is going to really like this cap, and that's going to be best for cloud chasing. And with that, I would have to say that I personally get a full lung much quicker than with the original cap. It doesn't have any sort of restrictiveness to it, and yet it still has a little bit of that sound. It has a kind of whistly sound to it, which I'm not a huge fan of, but I feel like at the end of the day, if you're planning on winning a cloud competition, a little bit of noise is not going to bother you. And last but not least, we have the priest cap. This is the one with 8 small holes on either side there. And the little limerick card reads, "You swore this was a battle between warriors, not a bunch of Miss Nancys. So warriors is what I brought. Priest Valen, hashtag Team Priest." So with that, let's go ahead and have a pull off of this one. So by far, this is the smoothest airflow out of all of the caps. This one feels really, really nice when you're vaping on it. No turbulence whatsoever. Very direct airflow, so you still get that full lung feeling really quickly with this one as well. And I feel like this one's going to be best for trickers. Now, I'm not a tricker myself, so I really can't tell you what they look for in a cap or an RDA for that matter. But with that being said, it just gives a nice smooth pull. You can take a long draw off of this one, and you get the same kind of feeling the entire draw all the way through, which is definitely nice. I really do like this cap a lot, and one thing that I like about it is the fact that it just kind of gives that nice even airflow. There's no turbulence whatsoever with this particular one here, and out of both of the challenge caps, I would probably end up going with this one overall. So as far as my final thoughts on the challenge caps for the Dead Rabbit RDA, I gotta tell you, I am a fan. I really do like the direct on airflow. They do have their drawbacks. Obviously, you cannot adjust the airflow whatsoever. So if you're the type that really likes to fiddle around with your airflow settings, then these are not gonna be for you at all. I feel like the Butcher cap is gonna be best for clouds, the Priest cap is gonna be best for tricks, and the original cap is gonna be best for flavor. However, I feel like the 2 challenge caps do have their limitations with squonking, because you really don't want to over squonk with the challenge caps, because you're going to get juice going right out the side holes, instead of with the original cap that's almost impossible to over squonk because the airflow is all the way up at the top of the cap. So just a couple of quick notes on these challenge caps here. The Butcher cap is made of full naval brass, and the Priest cap is made of T2 copper. These are also now available in colors as well, so you guys can pick them up if you want to. I'll leave links right down there in the description below. So that about does it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for more videos just like this. Don't forget to click that notification bell right next to the subscribe button if you want to be alerted whenever I upload videos. Also, leave me some comments in the box below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on either of these challenge caps, or if you have any additional questions about them, just ask them right down there in the comments box below. I'd love to hear from you guys. Also, make sure you check out the advocacy and my social media links right down there in the description. I've got an Instagram if you want to give that a follow. I do a little thing on my live feed where if you fill up my entire feed of notifications with those hearts, then I give you guys a shout out. So with that, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and as always, vape on. if you are a fan of metal tips, then you're going to be in love with this thing because